kids find themselves lost in a real ghost town, they need Wonderbug's help. Wonderbug! Then the evil Dr. Shrinker sends his chimp Boris to capture BJ. The boys try to help her escape, but will they make it in time? Boz can't hold.
A sorcerer.
So Electra Woman and Dyna Girl must out-trick him before he pulls the crime of the century. The whole Krofft Supershow, including Kaptain Kool and the Kangs, is coming up. The evil Dr. Shrinker gets Boris to capture BJ to prove that his shrinking machine works. Now with BJ trapped, he can sell it for millions. As the boys come to BJ's rescue, more backfires than just his plan.
Wow, this is something I never flown a chair before.
Cool it, Shrinker's coming. Oh, the crime scope.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl have failed to keep the sorcerer behind bars. They must stop him before he finishes his greatest plan, to steal all the gold from Fort Knox.
That rope doesn't lead anywhere.
You'd be surprised where this rope leads.
Where?
Coming back. Stay tuned.
It's an all-new Funshine Saturday this fall on ABC. With a junior version of the popular Almost Anything Goes. 3 teams of kids battle it out in a wacky series of funny competitions and hilarious obstacle courses. 3 celebrities coach the kids with Soupy Sales as your host. It's Junior Almost Anything Goes, new this fall on ABC.
Wonderbug, who gets hypnotized by a crazy professor and becomes a schleptomaniac.
It's us, Barry, Susan, and Cece!
Then, the evil Dr. Shrinker invents a robot Brad to capture the kids.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now tell me they won't follow him anywhere.
And Electra Woman and Dyna Girl continue their battle against the infamous sorcerer in Fort Knox.
Sorcerer always has one trick up his sleeve.
Yo, this is Kaptain Kool. Dr. Shrinker is building a robot that looks just like Brad. Then, Shrinker and Hugo switch it for the real Brad. The excitement is just about to begin on Dr. Shrinker.
You big hunk of tin, you get my brother out of there or I'll take a can opener to you. Hurry up!
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl have to battle their way out of one of the sorcerer's best tricks as they attempt to stop him from stealing all the gold in Fort Knox. You stay tuned for all the action.
Capital TMMC! There's much more coming on the Krofft Supershow!
Royal High Dude is in for a concert he'll never forget.
Next week, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the supervillain Glitter Rock, who plans to take over the entire world with his evil music. Wonderbug.
My map!
Cece, Susan, and Barry go in search of buried treasure.
Still has the map.
Only half the map, Barry.
Schlepp's horn's missing. Those map stealers have it.
The electro-seismoplifier.
And Dr. Shrinker invents a new machine to shake things up a bit.
The generator is ready, Doctor.
Brad, it looks like this whole island is gonna explode.
While Electra Woman and Dyna Girl seek out Glitter Rock,
This is going to be the gig of all gigs.
who has some plans of his own for our heroines and their royal friend. Dr. Shrinker Shrinker has invented a machine which rocks the island, causes the volcano to erupt, and...
Generator is ready, Doctor. I'm getting out of here. Gordy!
If you help me shut off that volcano, I promise I will return you to your normal size.
The kids agree, but the volcano is really something. Stay tuned and watch what happens.
It's a dead end.
This week, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl face the diabolical Glitter Rock, whose evil mission is to steal the key of Thorenborg. He succeeds by placing the young king in a trance, and our heroines rush to the rescue.
Hold it, Glitter Rock. May I have the key, please?
Don't go away. The kids are trapped by some fur hijackers.
I think I meant Plan 64.
Do your thing, Schleppcar.
But the fabulous Wonderbug comes to the rescue. When Gordy is captured by a huge bird, BJ and Brad try to help.
Gordy, run for it.
Only to be caught by the evil Dr. Shrinker and Hugo. Electra Woman and Dyna Girl have only moments to foil Glitter Rock's plan.
To launch a satellite.
Brace yourself.
Electra, terrific! We made it!
The evil Dr. Shrinker catches BJ and Brad in their attempt to rescue Gordy from the giant bird. Stay tuned.
Did you hear me, Shrinkies? I said stay away from this tree. Hugo!
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl are captured by Glitter Rock, who prepares to...
Launch a satellite!
Stay tuned.
Electra, terrific! We made it! Oh, howdy! The best is yet to come on the Krofft Supershow.
What's happening, Crime Scope? What?
No, it is not your precious crime scope. It is I. Suffice it to say that I am the Empress of Evil. Dyna Girl, sorry to have to separate you two for good.
Kids find some microfilm in a statue.
Microfilm.
And need Wonderbug's help to elude the spies. Then, Dr. Shrinker shrinks himself to catch the Shrinkies, but is trapped.
Can't you see it?
And look who's in charge.
Pleasant dream, little Shrinky.
And Electra Woman and Dyna Girl face the Empress of Evil, who seeks their destruction.
Dyna Girl, time to spring the trap. Dyna Girl, it's me.
Dr. Shrinker decides there's only one way to catch the Shrinkies. So he shrinks himself down to their size. What's in store for our friends now? Stay tuned.
Remember, you asked for it.
The Empress of Evil wants...
The world, my beloved Empress. You will take over the entire world.
The Electra Woman and Dyna Girl seem helpless to prevent it. Stay tuned.
Join us next week for more howdy fun and adventure.
This must be the loot from the big Bink Bank burglary.
The kids face bank robbers in a giant gorilla. Howdy! But Wonderbug races to the rescue. A government agent washes up on Dr. Shrinker's Island. Can he save the kids? Howdy! Can the kids save him? And the Empress of Evil battles Electra Woman and Dyna Girl.
You are finished.
while the Lost Saucer crew meets a band of mad scientists who take over their saucer. Oh, howdy! See you next week!
This must be the loot from the big Bing Bank burglary.
Susan, Cece, and Barry find some stolen cash, and Wonderbug helps them catch the thieves. On Dr. Shrinker, a federal agent is shipwrecked on the island.
Help.
Then, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl confront the Empress of Evil.
You are finished.
Look at his attache.
BJ, Brad, and Gordy come upon a shipwrecked federal agent.
Crash. In the ocean. Help.
Gordy, BJ, come on.
Dr. Shrinker takes the unsuspecting agent back to his house, and the Shrinkies go in pursuit. But the doctor has some plans of his own.
Help me get him in the chair, and we'll shrink him.
Stay tuned. Electra Woman and Dyna Girl face the Empress of Evil.
Manage to save yourselves and your ridiculous Electra base. Well, it will do you no good.
She wants to take over the world.
Flames, the roaring, wonderful flames, my beloved Empress.
Electra, wow!
Wow! Stay tuned. Next week, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the evil Alibaba.
I command you to appear.
He steals a formula that changes Dyna Girl from good to evil.
Dyna Girl has changed.
Tune in next week for all the excitement on Electra Woman and Dyna Girl. Starring Wonderbug. Kids find $50,000, and that means trouble.
Fast. $50,000.
$50,000?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Grafton, get the horn. I got it, Mac.
BJ, Brad, and Gordy try to rescue a federal agent from Dr. Shrinker's evil clutches.
Ready? Aim. Fire.
Command you to appear.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet Alibaba. Brad and Gordy make an airplane out of the Sands document in an effort to rescue BJ from Dr. Shrinker. Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet Alibaba.
Dyna Girl has changed from superheroine to supervillain.
And Electra Woman and the Professor are trapped. Can they escape?
Hey, Jack, the Krofft Supershow is coming back. So stay with us and get the knack.
Bigfoot.
Susan, Barry, and Cece meet up with that ugly monster. And even with Wonderbug's help, they still manage to get in trouble.
Let me out here, somebody driving a car! Hey, what's the deal? Look!
Dr. Shrinker has invented some strange berries which make the Shrinkies disappear. And cause Dr. Shrinker some problems of his own.
Why'd you do that?
Crime Scope is ours!
The transformed Dyna Girl has rendered Electra Woman helpless.
The formula! You've got to use the formula now!
Yes, Dyna Girl, yes.
The world's greatest scientist has spent 3 months working around the clock to create the world's greatest invention.
Look!
Dr. Shrinker has invented a special berry which causes Gordy to be invisible. Dr. Shrinker finds out his mansion is haunted. It looks like the tables have turned. Stay tuned.
Push!
transformed Dyna Girl has aided the evil Alibaba in taking over Crime Scope and rendering Electra Woman helpless. Don't go away.
Merlin's mirror, can't you see?
Dyna Girl!
Next week, the Sorcerer returns with a magic mirror, and Electra Woman and Dyna Girl find themselves in a new dimension.
Electra, weird! We're gaining on them! Faster than you think, Dyna Girl. Quick, the electric pumps.
Your electric comps are no good here. This is another dimension.
And the Sorcerer has some more tricks up his sleeve. Join us next week for all the excitement.
Hey, you guys, what's going on?
On Wonderbug, the kids run into some pretty tough characters.
Take it away, Big W!
But Wonderbug comes to the rescue and chases the bad dudes right out of town.
I'm going out and eat rats!
When Gordy leaves the other two Shrinkies, he finds more than he bargained for. Not only does he grow back to his normal size, every time he bumps his head, he becomes evil.
Gordy, are you okay?
Hello, little shrinkies.
The time grows late with Dazzle.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl seek out the Sorcerer through Merlin's magic mirror.
Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I'm going out and eat rats!
Gordy gets stuck in front of the crazy Dr. Shrinker's ring, except this time it's in reverse. Gordy also develops amnesia.
Hello, little shrinkies.
Stay tuned.
The Sorcerer's really outdone himself this time, Dyna Girl. I just hope we're not too late to save the crown jewels.
The return of the Sorcerer brings some fascinating illusions for our super-heroines.
It's just an illusion. Worried? I'm enjoying myself immensely.
The seventh dimension gives Electra Woman and Dyna Girl some real trouble. Stay tuned. Wonderbug. This week, the kids meet up with a strange android and find themselves in deep trouble.
Barry!
What is it?
That horn seems to be the key to his fantastic powers.
But Wonderbug comes to the rescue. On Dr. Shrinker, Hugo captures BJ.
I'm really going to miss having you around, little shrinky.
I must signal my submarine for pickup before we lose the tide.
And Dr. Shrinker imports the great Bandini to buy the shrinking machine.
And now, Miss Dazzle, full steam ahead.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl go back in time to capture the Sorcerer. BJ is trapped by Hugo.
It was so nice of you to drop in. Well, here. I brought you some company.
She gets some company in her cage and finds that Dr. Shrinker is a guest of his own. Stay tuned. The Sorcerer has returned, causing Electra Woman and Dyna Girl some problems.
Picture.
Quick, after him. That may be the way out of here.
Armed with Merlin's magic mirror, he leads them into another dimension. Stay tuned. Next week, the super pair face the Pharaoh. This dastardly villain plans to take over the world by procuring the greatest energy force on Earth. Tune in next week. Wonderbug. Barry C. CC and Susan are confronted by some hijackers who mistake Schlep car for a gold car.
Schlep car's been schleppnapped.
Oh, wow. This is badder than bad.
But Wonderbug comes to the rescue. Wow, is that car super? And Dr. Shrinker has the natives believing he's a god.
How did that old turkey get all those new feathers?
Well, what have we here?
But the kids prove him wrong.
Boy.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the Pharaoh.
Behold, at last I have my treasure.
Watch out! Who is one tough character.
Be gone.
How did that old turkey get all those new feathers?
Well, what have we here?
Kahana's the tiny one.
No, these are the evil ones. Seize them.
On Dr. Shrinker, the kids are forced to face not only the Doctor and Hugo, but also a tribe of natives. Stay tuned.
Behold, the true Kahana has come to us from the great Moko himself.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the Pharaoh, who believes that the power of the Solaris will help him take over the world.
Behold, at last I have my treasure.
What's going on here? Electra Woman, Dyna Girl.
The Pharaoh and Cleopatra intend to rule the world, but will our heroines prevent them? Stay tuned.
Ladies will be battling laser beams. Let's activate the laser and be gone. Come.
Wonderbug. Trouble just seems to follow our three kids. This week, they get involved with horse nappers.
That must be Mr. Butler's neighbor.
And it looks like Penny's on his side.
That prize money is all yours, Penny. All I want is that trophy.
Dr. Shrinker invents an electrifying machine he calls
a solar energizer.
A machine which transforms Hugo into a super brain and has the Shrinkies baffled.
I feel strange.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the Pharaoh. He's out to get all the energy in the world and stop Electra Woman with the Solaris.
In case you haven't heard, I am the Pharaoh. Hit him again! Harder!
The shield's still holding, but for how long?
This machine will harness the power of the sun and give me the brain power of 10 people.
Wow! Dr. Shrinker has invented a solar energizer which gives Hugo the power instead of him.
Shrinker, the bang.
Stay tuned as Hugo and the evil Dr. Shrinker have a few battles of their own.
Hey, no, hey!
Come on!
Get us out of here!
Come on!
The fantastic Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet up with the Pharaoh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the television audience, in case you haven't heard, I am the Pharaoh. The world is all mine. Nothing can stop me now.
Next week, our super duo meet the diabolical Spider Lady, whose disguises prove baffling. Tune in.
Okay, Dyna Girl, let's not take any chances.
Now you can escape!
What was that about escape, Electra Woman?
So we meet again.
Cece and Susan really get into trouble this week when Schlep car turns into an evil car. Wow!
It is a new oil additive I have invented.
What's happening to Wonderbug?
They've turned him into a Frankenstein.
And on Dr. Shrinker, the Shrinkies find a new friend, and Dr. Shrinker shrinks a new Shrinky.
Fire!
Sit tight, boy. We'll have you out of there in a minute.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the wicked and deceitful Spider Lady.
The Spider Lady.
Yes, Crime Scope informs us she's smuggled away into the country.
Oh, that's easy for her. Oh, she's a master of disguise.
Welcome to my parlor, Electra Woman,
said the Spider Lady to the fly.
Is that an animal?
Brad, Gordy, and BJ find the Wild Boy. Wow!
It's that Wild Boy again.
So,
the Wild Boy is always the greatest circus attraction. Imagine what a tiny Wild Boy would be worth.
You man!
Fire!
Stay tuned for the excitement on Dr. Shrinker. Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet Spider Lady, whose disguises prove very deceiving for our super pair.
The Spider Lady.
Yes, Crime Scope informs us she's smuggled away into the country.
Oh, that's easy for her. Oh, she's a master of disguise.
Welcome to my parlor, Electra Woman,
said the Spider Lady to the fly. And the fly said to Spider Lady, your days of crime are over.
Kaptain Kool says, stay where you are. We're coming right back.
Wonderbug.
Everyone else left town when flying saucers and strange creatures were first sighted.
I don't believe it. The kids encounter a man in trouble and face some pretty scary creatures from outer space.
Gordy! BJ! Look what I found!
the gold coin.
Yeah, it's a 15th century Spanish doubloon.
On Dr. Shrinker, Brad finds a Spanish doubloon, and the Shrinkies soon find that Hugo and the Doctor aren't their only enemies.
Miracle immobilizer.
Funny. I felt strange driving an electric car before, but now that you're driving, I still feel...
Yes?
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl face the mistress of disguise and cunning, Spider Lady.
Electra Woman!
Stay tuned.
BJ, look what I found.
The gold coin.
Yeah, it's a 15th century Spanish doubloon.
Brad finds a Spanish doubloon, and the Shrinkies meet some pretty seedy characters. Meanwhile, Dr. Shrinker has invented the mobilizer. The mobilizer? Stay tuned for the action. Next, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl meet the evil Spider Lady and her zero-graph machine.
Soon, it will be too late.
It's not over yet. There's still Crime Scope.
Crime Scope has been invaded, and Heflin's in trouble. Stay tuned.
Sabotage? But who could have gotten to Crime Scope?
King Tut's pyramid and the Coptic Eye, both within my grasp.
Next week, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl face the wicked Pharaoh, whose plan for ruling the world is really diabolical. Don't miss it.
A dead end.
Wonderbug. The kids enter the great race and end up in trouble, as usual.
There goes my chance of winning the cross-country race.
She's out of the race, and pretty soon, she'll be out of business.
Those dudes are trouble with a capital trouble.
It's Hugo. On Dr. Shrinker, Hugo comes down with splotchlaria, and the kids help to find a cure.
Help me, please.
And the only known cure is the juice of the Wonderbug. Come on, BJ.
Hey, you guys. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Watch this.
The Pharaoh's back with some pretty evil ideas about taking over the world.
Yes, it looks like trouble. Crime Scope has picked up on a report that the Pharaoh is back in this area.
After you, my capricious Cleopatra.
Redirect those.
Stay tuned.
It's Hugo. He's in terrible shape. He's been struck down by splotchlaria.
Help me, please.
When Hugo comes down with the dreaded splotchlaria, the Shrinkies help find a cure.
BJ.
Stay tuned for Dr. Shrinker. The Pharaoh returns with some pretty scary tricks which our super pair don't like.
Looks like trouble. Crime Scope has picked up on a report that the Pharaoh is back in this area.
King Tut's pyramid and the Coptic eye. Both within my grasp.
Frank, we're running out of room.
Stay tuned. On Wonderbug, it's lights, camera, action.
Yeah, I hope we get the job.
Yeah, I can really dig that acting scene.
We got work to do.
You mean we're hired?
A good director can recognize talent.
Help! Police! I've been robbed!
Hey, how about we take the shortcut back to the hideout?
Good idea.
Then on Dr. Shrinker, the Shrinkies meet the Little Prince.
Take the long way. Do not move.
You finally come to your senses and decided to give yourself up.
No, we finally came to our senses and brought some friends to help us.
Seize them. Ramu, stop. In the pouch.
Let's gravitate over there.
And Electra Woman and Dyna Girl face the Pharaoh.
18 tons of stone have sealed off the entrance to this chamber.
And blocked our power from Electra base.
Is there any way out?
None. The system is foolproof.
How about we take the shortcut back to the hideout?
Good idea.
The Shrinkies meet the Little Prince, who wants Shrinker to restore them to normal size. But he has some other ideas. Stay tuned.
You finally come to your senses and decided to give yourself up.
No, we finally came to our senses and brought some friends to help us.
Seize them. Ramu, stop. In the pouch.
Tons of stone have sealed off the entrance to this chamber.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl find themselves trapped, but with the evil Pharaoh. Don't go away.
Look, Electra Woman, the chamber is airtight.
And we're losing our oxygen supply.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Who gets what's left? We're all of us doomed.